The following podcast has been brought to you by Audible.com. Sign up now using the URL audibletrial.com/TTV to get a free audiobook of your choosing. We recommend Brick by Brick, How LEGO Rewrote the Rules of Innovation and Conquered the Global Toy Industry. You may recognize this as one of the sources we use in our show, BIONICLE Autopsy. Remember, that's audibletrial.com/TTV. Enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sync.
Everybody, and welcome to TTV 125 Christmas.
That's basically
Kwanzaa!
Killed it.
Okay,
This
now-
is not funny. This isn't funny.
I think we kind of played that one out.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
We did it for
did we
one
play out?
episode.
You're cheating on Mardi Gras here. It's feeling left out.
We had this
Technically-
joke.
or anything.
We had this
kinda-
joke in the last episode where we said in the new year we'll just substitute a random holiday for Mardi Gras.
Ugh.
It's actually kind of interesting because according to my calendar, we are recording this on Kwanzaa.
Wow.
Are we really?
Yeah, this is a New Year's special being recorded a couple days before New Year's because trying to get
No, we
everybody
can't
on.
say that. We need like the whole.
No, we're
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
now we've
being,
broken the fourth wall.
I'm
so
being
now we can just
completely
roll.
honest.
No,
This is
hey,
gone.
Happy New Year's, guys. We're
Happy New Year!
My bad.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
spending it on the internet and
2015.
not with any real life friends.
Yes.
Yeah, me
you
too.
have- yeah, 'cause we have friends. Yeah.
It's 2015.
Yeah, becoming older.
Age of Ultron's coming out this year.
Autopsy's coming out in like 2 days.
Bionicle's coming out
I
this
will
year.
avenge. Yeah, Bionicle comes back this year.
I will stop living in my parents' basement this year. Hopefully.
Woo!
I love how you're saying that like it's a joke, but aren't you actually in your parents' basement recording this?
Yeah, and it's cold down here.
That sounds so creepy.
It's not even. It's not even
Takuma
like.
is a literal basement dweller.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Do you have a
are.
neck beard too, Takuma?
No, but I just bought a new TV over the.
Do you have a
past month or
trench
so.
coat?
That makes up for it.
Oh, that's cool.
I've got my little man cave. I've got my TV. I've got my computer hooked up to it. I've
You
got
man.
4 Xbox 360 controllers and no Xbox 360.
Why would you
Wow.
ever leave?
Why is that the case? Do tell us.
Because I've got a really long USB cable with a 4-way splitter at the end running over to the TV from my computer.
No, but I mean, like, why do you have 4 Xbox 360 controllers? No,
It was
Xbox.
3.
3, whatever.
4.
Oh,
I thought you said 3.
X, you got
Nope, 4.
shamed.
I don't care how many you have. Why do you have
I swear he said 3.
Yeah,
He
well.
said 4, dude. Okay.
Okay.
No, like-
well, it might
Okay,
be
whatever.
4. It might...
This Elvis is
Four.
the only one that doesn't know how to.
Whatever. I don't care anymore. Before this episode
This is
spirals
like,
out
I
of control.
immediately regret bringing this up. Let's move on, guys.
Because-
Before this
That way
spirals too
4
far out of
people can
control,
play.
let's introduce who's on today.
Oh,
So
yeah.
4
I'm
people
messing
can
up.
play, Meso.
I'm Messinek.
I'm Barteran.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
I'm through with you all.
And I'm Trooper. I'm back. I'm alive. Yay!
This is TTV 125. So let me get this straight. You have 3 people can play on your non-existent Xbox.
4.
4.
4.
Three additional people can play on your non-existent Xbox.
No, on the PC.
Oh.
Wait, you
Glorious
have an
PC
Xbox
Master
in your
Race.
PC?
No, he's
No.
using the Xbox controllers on the PC with a 4-way splitter connects from his computer.
Why do you need 3 controllers for a PC?
Oh my goodness.
4.
For 4 people to play.
Who's on
I
first?
thought we established that it was 4 now. Like, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to listen to it again, and then we'll know whether or not
Okay,
it's 3
look,
or
No,
4.
no, no,
Leave it in the
listen,
comments,
it's
just say
4.
X was
It's
wrong.
4.
That's
four
what I
total.
gotta say. X was
Okay,
wrong.
I might have heard wrong. I'm just saying.
This is what he
X, do you want to
said. He
bet?
said,
I will bet you. I will bet you money.
No,
Right
don't
now.
take him up on
Alright,
this.
This is why
Don't do
X
it.
is never
No,
on, because
don't
we
do
tell
it.
him it's at 4 o'clock, and he thinks it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah, X just doesn't know how to count.
the confusion
They don't teach you
stems
math where he
from.
comes
We
from.
don't have math in Norway.
At least you know what numbers are odd and what numbers are even.
Oh,
saying.
come
Counting
on,
level
Kahi.
is just above Valve's counting level. He can get past 3 at least.
At least we
Oh,
know
poor
how to
X.
spell words.
I don't know. Does he know how to spell words? Do you know how to count words?
What's
X?
your favorite number of the alphabet? Purple.
Because this is basically bullying.
He's going supernova! Oh god, you've upset the balance of the force!
X has no strings on him, guys.
Oh my
No
god, it's the
strings.
robot thing again.
At
Yeah,
all.
it's a robot thing.
This will be a reoccurring thing, guys.
That will
If
be
you
the
not watched
code
the new
name.
trailer, now you have.
X has no strings. That'll be the code for when it
Yeah,
happens.
exactly.
That's the link.
But does
I
it have a
also-
soul?
Wow, that was quite a riveting discussion you all just had right there.
I also have 4 Xbox controllers and an Xbox.
Do you
you said you didn't have an Xbox!
I don't have an Xbox 360.
Okay.
Wait, you
You
have
have a
Xbox
one.
One? Why you have a one?
No, I have an Xbox.
Oh, the original Xbox.
What do we call that now? Like, we don't.
The Xbox.
We just
Yeah,
say
you
the
can't-
We
X.
just
can't
call
call
it
the
an
Xbox One.
Xbox.
I
The
would
Xbox
call it
one's
the
called
Xbox
Expo.
One, honestly. If the Xbox was like, whatever, 720 or like.
Xbox Sports.
I just call it the Xbox because then I get to watch people squirm trying to figure it all out.
This is what I was calling it. I was calling the first one the Xbox. The second one was the 360. Then the
Oh,
third one is the Xbox One. An alternative for
Xbone.
the first one is the Xbox Prime.
That's
What?
super lame.
Oh. I know, I
This
like
one's
that.
called Prime?
Do you
Xbox
realize
A New Hope.
that half the people that are going to be listening to our podcast in the next coming up years,
We're not
Well,
around for the Xbox.
yeah, we're not even alive for the Xbox.
That is
Goodness.
true.
That is pretty crazy
Okay,
to think about.
well, let me ask you guys something. Why aren't they calling this current generation the one for you? Because it seems like that would be
The one.
it, right?
What?
The one for you. Because we have the Xbox One, we have the PS4, and we have the Wii U.
Oh, the one for
The
you.
one for you.
Clever.
Because they know it's a lie.
You are truly Asian, Kai. That is very, very smart.
Yeah. That's some straight up Nintendo thinking you got there.
Yeah.
Kai, make that like
I
a
should do-
poster. It'll go
I'll do
viral
it
like
in
your
Prince
UDD.
money.
by now.
Japanese, like, "Konosura, one for you," and then it'll be like,
Wow.
and like all the fans are like standing up and cheering, "Yeah, one for you."
Make a poster for that. Post it on Tumblr. It'll go viral like
Dude,
your
I
UDD
feel like there's
post.
already a poster. I feel like Kagi just totally stole that idea.
No, really, I came up with that personally.
Really?
This,
Did you?
Just with me. I
Someone go-
100%.
Someone go
I'm not
listen
saying
to the Rooster.
somebody else did. Somebody else might have, but I came up with
Go
that by myself.
listen to the Rooster Teeth podcast. Figure out who said it there.
Yeah, well, everything Kagi says is just
the
a
patch
joke from the
if someone
podcast.
says that.
Kahi
Oh,
can't
man.
do anything but quote that podcast.
It's a wonderful podcast. I've been
It's
listening to it a lot.
fantastic.
It's a great podcast.
I'm
I don't know
sure
if
it
any
is,
good
but
Yeah, it makes me
podcasts.
makes me realize how much I dislike every single one of you people because none of you are anywhere near as good as any of these people.
Oh,
Happy New Year's, Var.
100% we aren't.
Happy New Year's, Barb. We love you.
Went to
Yeah,
RTX,
I spent
guys.
another year with these jerks. Great. Oh god, this is my legacy.
Bar, if I was anywhere near as good as them, I wouldn't be stuck with you guys.
Oh,
That's how I think too.
This took a dark
Takuma,
turn.
We got that in common.
Just think
Your
about it,
face
Var.
took
There's no
dark.
reason to be bitter. You've had a great year. We've done a lot of cool stuff.
Oh, I thought you were about to rhyme. It sounded like you were trying
Yeah.
to like sing a song.
You
there.
sound very
Right.
monotone there.
I mean, I think we've had enough rhyming in our last episode.
yeah.
Dude, none of that story rhymed. Don't pretend like we
It's
actually
not
The
rhymed.
only line that rhymed was my first line, and I couldn't make a line rhyme after that.
You rhymed to disappear with fingers, Kaki.
What?
Oh,
that doesn't rhyme
Same.
at
that
all.
was so sad.
We ad-libbed a Christmas story.
We
Takuma.
tried to make it rhyme, and that failed miserably.
I think I did a good job rhyming with others.
Mothers?
Others.
Mothers? Others.
Oh, you mean
mothers?
other people?
That kind of
I thought you
rhymes.
meant the word others.
Oh, you mean udders?
Oh my goodness.
Like from cows?
Yes, Kahi.
So this has
From
been
you,
a great
the
year.
cow.
She's had a lot of cool stuff.
Man, this year sucked.
year.
Let's go over all
got
the
leaked
times.
this year.
Oh yeah, let's. In fact, we should do like a countdown. Let's do a drinking game. Whenever you hear us like by the way, drinking Kool-Aid.
Right.
Nah,
Just
that's
for
not
our
really
audience.
Kool-Aid.
Anytime
Just
LJ
take
says
a
something
swig of Kool-Aid.
stupid, take a drink. You'll be hammered by the time we get 10 minutes in.
Hammered on Kool-Aid.
Hammered on Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of
Kool-Aid.
course, Kool-Aid.
TTV episode
Kool-Aid.
125.
Loaded with extra sugar.
Everyone Kool-Aid.
Everyone got a
Have
sugar
I
high.
mentioned this before, that my mom always put in half the sugar of the Kool-Aid?
That is a very
How
sad
else-
story.
I mean... really,
I feel your pain.
Have I ever
No,
mentioned
like-
I've never had Kool-Aid?
Just take a shot of Kool-Aid every time TTV screwed over Lego's plans for unveiling Bionicle.
Oh, no.
This is why TTV will never be part of what's it
The
called?
embassy?
Program? No,
Now,
not.
let's be clear. Obviously, yeah, there were a lot of leaks for Bionicle 2015. We did not leak anything. We merely reported on what existed already.
Yeah, like if anything, we were able to link Lego back to where the leaks were coming from. That was good. But
Yeah, we were their scope dogs.
with that said, though, there were so many leaks.
It was the worst kept secret of all time.
Well,
No, okay, no, that's not true because they've
It's
been.
totally true.
No. Because remember, they've been they've been producing Bionicle for like the past 2 years now, 3
Right.
years.
Okay, fair
We only found out about it the year before it was going to be released.
That is true. I guess for me, I'm just thinking of it in comparison to normal leaks. That is the earliest leak I've personally ever seen for
And
anything.
it's also because no other line is. I mean, there's no other original Lego line that is as beloved as Bionicle. So the
Right.
moment anybody saw anything pertaining to it, they took a picture or they sent it to somebody. You know, if you saw something and you're like, "Oh, Star Wars, that's cool."
Yeah, and it doesn't help the fact that Bionicle was a toy that was marketed at kids who are now adults and working.
Right.
So it's like
Yeah.
everyone whose job it was to keep it secret could not contain their hype because they were kids when this originally came out.
you know,
Right.
it's really crazy to think. Those leaks came out in July, and 2 months later, Var, Kahi, and Meso, the three of you, held the parts from those leaks in your hands.
Var held a freaking Tahu set in his hands.
Just,
I
just
remember
think,
that was his project. He was going nuts trying to complete it before it was over. He was the only one that walked out with a complete one too. Everybody
Yeah,
else.
no, I just knew. I knew as soon as we got in there and I saw the parts, I was like, there is probably a chance that they're gonna let us take home some parts. So what I'm gonna do is build Tahu. I didn't think once about actually mocking.
You should have
There's like-
shared your theory with me. I would have built stuff.
I did. I was like, I'm gonna build Tahu. I totally said they were gonna take. In fact, we were saying it before we even got there that like I really hope that they let us take home some parts or anything.
We were hoping they'd let us buy the sets.
Yeah, we're hoping that some sets would be on sale, like on a thing.
But when there
But my-
obviously weren't any sets on sale and there was a bins filled with parts, you should have just assumed. Well, maybe they might let us take it home. Like
That is true.
it's just a maybe.
Personally, my whole goal was like, I'm gonna go talk to some Lego employees. So
I did.
You
try to
did a
go
good
on,
job.
though. Yeah, you did. You did good.
You did fine. The only one who dropped the ball was Mesa, but even then he didn't really drop the ball because he
Right.
got the most parts. So
I
we were able
I
to
got enough parts to finish the Toa, but I failed in my goal to build Onua.
right.
That was my.
No, both of you failed because Kahi started building Kopaka and he just gave up.
at least
I got a lot of the important
I
parts.
was building
though.
Kopaka, and I
Kopaka's
was
the
like,
coolest
you know what?
one.
I'm just gonna get all the parts I can, and I made the Divine Other. I made the thing that became the Divine Other. It was like this. I call it Merendar. It was this huge monstrosity, and it just had Tahu's head. And, it was like
I'm gonna throw up a picture in the video of Marindar and the Divine Other.
Right, and the Divine Other. I love the Divine Other.
I
those
haven't even
mocks are
started
so
mocking
bad.
yet.
It sucks, but it's my first actual mock.
Man, I love mocking with CCBS, man. CCBS is such a great system.
I
It really
had
is.
a lot of doubts about it.
We just lost
My
about
first turn.
10,000 subscribers.
Maybe, but man, I think it's so underutilized and underappreciated. It's such a good system, and I understand people not really being a fan of it right now because Lego themselves haven't really used the system to its biggest potential. But man, it's got potential.
Oh, man, dude, I would say the Bionicle.
Oh my god, that thing is
2015
horrible.
Uses some. Oh yeah. Oh, did you post a picture, Mesa?
Yeah, Marindar.
Oh.
No, yeah, Miranda. Look at this. Look at this. It's terrible.
You should have just decked him in the new arm-on clip-on pieces because they just look so useful for just about.
This is the pinnacle of CCBS right here.
No way.
This is the potential.
Oh my
This is what we're building up to.
Yes.
But no, yeah, I agree with you.
I have seen the future, and the future is sweet and filled with many colors.
Wait.
The only thing I miss about CC, the only thing I'm missing when it comes to CCBS is the complexity of the bigger characters that we'll probably never see again because
I don't know. You can still find that. Did you ever see the witch?
Brutaka.
No. You can still get that. Did you ever see the Witch Doctor set from 2011?
Yeah, Witch Doctor was a fantastic set.
I have the.
Look at it go.
I have
I can't
all
hear
the
Witch Doctor without
jungle
thinking Dota.
ones.
It seems like the Witch Doctor was the exception to the rule, and that the smaller sets have been getting more complex now that they've added gears and stuff, but the larger sets are non-existent. They've stopped making them, they don't exist.
Yeah, we haven't really gotten any Titan sets. The closest thing to Titans were the newest 3 Toa, Nua, Kopag, and Tahu. But I mean,
But man, how great are these protectors?
they're great. CCBS has its own pros and cons, though, and I can definitely see X where you're kind of coming from as far as Titan complexity.
I want
Because-
Brutaka.
Because, yeah, Brutaka is a perfect example. When I watched LJ's recap review of Brutaka, and he was like, it originally sold for $20, my jaw dropped. I was like, what? Brutaka was $20? And then I look at my Tahu, which is the same value, and I'm like,
Yeah.
man, this might have been a downgrade. Because, I mean, Brutaka was a massive, solid set with a bunch of cool bits and pieces here and nooks and crannies that were nicely detailed and everything, and his color was great. But then my Tahu just looks so not as good. Yeah, so typical in comparison. So just it seems like old Bionicle was good in that aspect. However, old Bionicle parts used to break all the time.
Yo, yes.
So I've had CCBS for a while now. No parts have broken on me yet. Not
Yes.
a single one.
In terms of
Wow.
use and stuff, it's definitely better. It's easier. It's easier for the kids and stuff.
I will jump in and I will say that unfortunately, I've been buying CCBS since it came out in 2011. I do have quite a few broken pieces.
Do you?
Yeah, and it's
Well,
it's
you
the
throw
very
them
first.
at the
There's a
wall.
reason
Because
for
I mean-
that.
It's from 2011, and no, not always. There was only that one select grouping that broke because of where they were stored. Some just break from normal use. But they're from all the way back in 2011, so that's 4 years. That's pretty good.
I guess that's pretty good. It also depends on how many times you're actually using the pieces, I guess.
Exactly,
Because,
and I mock a lot, so they get worn
okay,
out.
because I was mocking quite a bit too, and I've been using my CCBS stuff since first run of Hero Factory. Obviously, I haven't been buying as many sets as you, Meso, but
yeah.
I typically pick up at least 1 or 2 from each wave.
With Bionicle sets, here's what it was. I build them, I'd leave them built for weeks, I'd take them apart to mock. The moment I take them apart, break.
Okay, yeah. No, Bionicle parts had some really bad degradation.
That never happened to me though.
Jawler and Nika, especially for me. It was a shame
Yeah,
this was one of my favorite sets, but he had that
The
trans
Especially
joint.
the Anika build. From 06 onwards, if you left those sets sitting on your shelves and then you went and tried to take them apart, your parts were probably going to break.
Don't
That,
remind
that
me.
really didn't happen to me. That didn't happen until the
Lucky you.
Fantoka when they tried the very thinny ones, the thin.
Everybody
connectors
goes
and
on and
stuff
on about the lime joints from Halimari and Lusovic that break so easily, but for me, it was the Glatorian. They could not handle the normal usage. It was awful.
And actually, now you mention it, I remember my Motonui breaking too. It actually seemed like
You
if
bought the
I-
Matanui?
Yeah, and I also had the Titan Motonui too.
Oh, the Titan Matanui.
I wonder how you got that far.
Yeah, I was the first one to ever have it.
Yeah.
Man, I was the
Really?
first one to ever have Titan Motonui, and I was the first fan
Really?
to ever have the Toa, the new Toa. Yeah, no, because I won that from a contest that BZ Power held, and no one had even seen the Titan Motonui set yet when I got it. So,
It's pretty
What were
cool.
your reaction when you got it?
it was pretty cool. I as soon as I got the box, I instantly started taking pictures and uploaded everything online and made a review of it on BZ
yeah.
Power. So
If only we had a video channel back then that you could.
I know that would have been pretty big,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
That would have been pretty big. Titan Motonui, the first
Yeah.
golden Nika.
But yeah, no, I feel like I noticed from my personal experience that if I actually played with my sets, not like rough or anything, but like I moved them around occasionally, kind of kept them in check and actually mocked with them, the parts actually didn't break, as opposed to me just having the set sit there. If I just left them on my shelf and they sat there for days and days and months, and then I went back to mock with those pieces or take them apart, that's when they broke.
That's what happens to
Lego
me, too.
can get arthritis. Thank you.
So dust breaks Lego down.
Maybe
Yeah.
just like being rigid and like being locked in one position, kind of molded around that, position. And when
You need to
try
play with
take
them
it out,
every single
it
day.
stretches it.
They need care.
Unfortunately, I have way too many pieces to mock and build with all of them, so some of them are bound to
Well,
Yeah.
worsen.
I did that same thing. I was not a mockist, so I just built my sets and I put them up there. And when I tried to take them apart later on, they snapped. I keep going back to Jal or Nika, but that's because that was one of my favorite sets. It was like my first set I got, I think, or one of the first sets I got, and I loved it. I loved the mask, of course, the Calyx, obviously.
Really?
It's an
And,
ugly
What was
ass.
with the masks?
I don't know. I didn't like they were rubber, but anyhow, he had the translucent, like a trans orange joint, and that just it snapped. Probably the third time I decided to attach it to something.
Yeah, those broke incredibly fast.
And I'm saying that because right now I feel like all the protectors have all these trans-colored parts. Like I have them. Like I have.
Yeah,
four
but
of them right
that's
now.
all armor plating though, not like actual joints.
Well, no. Protector of Earth has
A
trans.
lot of them actually
and
have.
Protector of Water has.
Oh yeah, okay,
trans
no,
blue.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So-
Take that back.
Oh man.
And
These
the protective
protectors-
stone.
These protectors
Yeah.
are some of the best sets I've had in a
They
long
are
while.
surprisingly
In so
good.
little small part count as
Yeah,
well.
such small packs, and they're really, really nice. And I don't know. I will
wonderful.
say that it just seems like the CCBS joints, like the ball and socket joints, just seem stronger overall. Not even just
They are.
in breaking, but in holding their grip. They are also just better.
Right.
They are.
They don't like swing down. You can pose them and they stay that way, and they just feel more solid. Honestly,
Yeah. So I guess Lego put a lot of engineering. I mean, we already know that they did, but there's a lot of engineering that actually went into the pieces themselves and how they connect, and I think it shows. I feel that they're stronger because of it, and I just think the overall quality of the parts are better than Bionicle ever was. Now, whether you like the new aesthetic design of these pieces or not, that's a totally different thing, because there is definitely a very different aesthetic to them. So that really is subjective right there. It depends if you like the more complex look or the
It
more
still looks
streamlined look.
Bionicle though.
Yeah, thankfully Lego's put a nice effort in
Yeah.
making the new sets still feel.
I'm really surprised how they
Lego
made
did
it
a
look so
really good
Bionicle.
job of combining CCBS with Bionicle aesthetic, I think.
yeah, definitely. I can't
Like,
get
I've-
over how much protectors are not clone sets. Like with a lot of sets back in the day, especially with like a Nika build. If you built one, you basically built them all. They basically had the same
Borak.
build. The Borak especially. The Borak were
Borak,
absolutely
exclude the
clone
Borak.
sets.
The Boraks are
Rock-
amazing
We
in
got
every single
two
one.
waves.
Rockshi as well. Yeah, like a lot of these sets.
And we
that
were
are
happy.
Like that. All these protectors, I bought 4 of them at Target the other day. I bought all the ones they had. They have all these different builds to them. The Protector of Earth and the Protector of Water are like completely different in how they're built. Well, I mean, not completely different. There's some similarities,
Yeah,
of course.
the Protector of Earth and Fire have completely different torso constructions, and the rest have nuances with limb length and different posability positions. It's pretty interesting.
I mean, the water and ice look pretty similar. I'm not going to deny that, but
Ice one
they
looks
still-
the best.
Man, I can you believe how much this has come? These are the $10 sets, mind you. These are like the Mech-Torin back in 2001, or like any of the other like Matoran-esque sets, and they're basically supposed to be the same character with different colors and like a different mask. They're all individual.
Yeah, I mean, when you compare Brutaka to like one of the Toas now, like of course Brutaka will win, but if you compare any of these protectors to any of the previous Matorans, especially like the one from Fantoka, like 2008, I think it was like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Like, they were basically like 7 pieces, and like there was no mocking potential or anything. It was just done pieces, really. It
Yeah.
was just I mean, they
You
were back
had
to
like the torso, and you had the arms are one piece, and the legs are one piece, and then you had just hands and feet and mask.
there was really nothing there. They were really back to the stage of like the Galador or something.
Right. This $10. It's a good deal for any of these protectors.
Yeah,
They
and
were
you get a
$8, weren't
lot.
I like the protectors overall more than I do the Toa.
How much would the Avatar?
The mask's good as
Avatar.
well.
I'm gonna go. check that
After are like $7, I think.
$7. Extra $3 for all these parts. Definitely worth it.
And so much articulation.
Articulation.
Just want to
Yep.
get my hands on some.
They're
We've never
protectors.
had that much in such a small set before.
No.
But one thing, though, is that the stud launcher seems like such a basic thing for LEGO to come up with. How have they not thought of that before now?
It's a creative design. I'm like, honestly, I thought it was really creative.
Like they thought they came up with the flick launcher missile thing like really long time ago, and they have all these studs lying around. Like, is it some complexity in like the parts or something like that? I mean, I guess
it
with the-
did require 2 new molds.
Right. Like you have to engineer this kind of thing. It's easy for us now to look back and say, "Oh, I don't know, I didn't think of this before." But we certainly didn't think of this before. Like these people had to sit down and from nothing engineer a new launcher for LEGO, and that's
Yeah,
really
I
hard
guess so.
after year.
But they did try really hard. The Kool-Aid blaster is like a huge, complex thing, and it's bigger and like it's just worse in every way, really. But yeah, go on.
This is a far nicer, more compact Kool-Aid launcher.
Very much more
If you
compact.
see if you ever go, you guys don't do System a lot, but the new Star Wars sets
I
have
do.
these cool blasters. You do? Okay. The new Star Wars sets have these cool blasters. It's just kind of the same thing, where it's like a flick fire thing, but it's on the little gun that the clone troopers carry. You know, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, the Star Wars sets came out a month ago here.
I
Oh,
remember
that's
when like
cool.
clone trooper guns were like megaphones turned around
Yeah.
with a little stud at the end. That's what all the
Oh.
guns were.
And sometimes you didn't turn them around and put a stud at the end.
Yeah, sometimes it was just the megaphone. That was the Geonosians. Their guns were kind of like that, right?
I don't
forget.
remember, man.
Long
don't know,
So
you're gonna have
this year's been something else, huh?
Meso,
We need
Meso
Yes,
is like
this
the
year,
Gus.
and all that happened this year was bunkles.
All right, what happened? What happened this year before the Bionicle breakout?
Not
leak?
much.
Nothing important.
We
It
fired
was,
him.
didn't we have the casting call? And bring
Yeah,
two
you
on?
did. I'm trying to like steer this into that, and you're just like, no, nothing.
That
happened.
He
nothing
really
really
wants
happened.
some recognition.
You
That
joined.
That was probably the
Takura.
most exciting thing. The casting call happened before.
Thank you. I am.
I don't know. We had recaps.
Recaps.
Something
No
out
one
of the
likes
normal.
recaps though.
It's like
Worst
They
series ever.
But everyone, they have
Hey.
so many views.
We also did. We did a lot. We honestly did a lot of stuff this year. We did Chronicles Convergence. We did another really great Makuta Fest. We launched our website and our forums.
That is very true.
Everything
started-
happened this year.
We started production on air in History of Bionicle.
we ended
Right.
Biocraft.
Crushed
Yeah, we-
everyone's
we-
hopes and dreams for Biocraft.
No,
Yeah,
we
ended
put
Biocraft.
their hopes and dreams on a shelf.
Rest in
Later.
peace.
Yeah.
I wish we could put you on a shelf.
Yes, because everyone wants a little LJ trinket watching their every move.
Yup.
Jesus.
Wow,
That's terrifying.
that's horrifying.
Let's see, what else did we do? We went to New York Comic Con, got all the sets early.
That was so
We
fun.
were on top of Bionicle news from the very beginning. That's something
Yeah.
I'm super proud of.
The only time we dropped the ball was Battle for the Gold Mask. We completely dropped it there.
There was one other instance where we dropped the ball, and that was back when the San Diego Comic Con was going on. We failed to kind of cover how Bionicle wasn't there.
Oh yeah, because of all the controversy.
Yeah, because of the BZ Power
I think
controversy.
so. I'm pretty sure that we made some videos about how the displays were, and like we kept
Yeah, we
talking
did, but-
about if it's
No.
gonna be
Like,
gonna
like
follow
we kept speculating that Bionicle
Oh,
would be
right.
there, and
Then-
then San Diego Comic Con happened, and we never made a video saying, "Oh, Bionicle's not there after all." We
Yeah.
kind of just left it open,
Right.
and people had to figure it out on their own.
That is
Yeah.
sorry,
Sorry,
people. I
people.
forgot about that.
What was it? The Batman
Drama
thing?
distracts. What
Yeah, it
Batman
was like-
thing?
It was all, like that Batman and Lego movie and like some other sets.
The comic stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't the Lego movie come out this year?
The Lego movie did come out
yeah.
this year.
Yeah, dude, it came out so early in the year. I forgot it was this year.
I'm
That's the
honestly,
thing.
I wish it came out during Christmas. I'm pretty sure if the Lego movie came out like around this season, people would be all over. It would be like a Never Frozen. Maybe not to
Yeah.
that degree, but like
Still pretty popular.
whenever you make a movie early on in the year, it's always a bad time. Do you ever
Yeah,
do it in
should've
the
made it-
summer or winter?
Should have put it just right before Christmas, and then just put out all the sets, and just everyone gets a
Right.
Benny for on the Christmas tree.
Oh man! And back when that came out, that short frame where they have a picture of Bionicle was just that.
I
It
know,
sent
we were like,
everyone
oh,
into
There was
they
no
mentioned
context for
Bionicle.
it.
That was nice.
God, I still can't get over the fact the initial leak, we've just been on top of the news though, except for those 2 points.
you know what?
though. It's just like all year, and then we got the sets early. It worked out so well for us. It was really nice.
You know
It
what?
was,
Think about
we
this.
got really, really, really lucky that this all happened.
And all
when
the
it did,
people who
and that we were
didn't
able to
think it
pull
would come
off.
out.
Yeah. We played our cards right. We took a gamble on the initial
Right,
reporting.
because
It
there were
worked.
some things that we truly believed were real, but we had no actual proof to really say it. So we kind of put the video up anyway, and we were like, "Believe it if you want, don't believe it if you want. It's
If
really
it
up
had
to
been
you."
fake, we would have gotten so screwed.
But yeah,
over.
had that actually turned out to be fake, everyone would have just unsubscribed to us instantly,
But
despite
you
us
did
saying
make
it might not be
really
real.
clear, though.
I mean, we tried to make it clear, but people will always
YouTube.
kind of YouTube will always kind of
Right.
think what they want, and they'll blame us for it if we're wrong.
You got to slap
But,
a lot of people afterwards, though.
sometimes you gotta take gambles. Like when it comes to being in business and this kind of thing, Lego really helped us out because
Lego
they
is
brought
a
Bionicle
wonderful,
back.
wonderful company.
right. They brought Bionicle back at the best time for us. It's when we
That's-
started getting into everything. Where we started. I mean, before this year, we used one recording. We just recorded our call, and that was it. And now we use Sony Vegas. We record individual audio. We edit it all together. We've stepped up our production right when Bionicle comes back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
production team.
I think the best part about it is just Lego has been with us the entire ride too. We have employees that watch our channel and follow us and keep up to date with everything that we do.
Really?
We're going back and forth on Twitter right now. Yeah, and we talk to all the
I
Lego.
know that the marketing director is a fan of our podcast.
Yeah,
came
and
up-
we talk to them
he
at
came up
Comic
to
Con.
us.
So it's like they've been with us the entire ride that we've been covering Bionicle all year, and that's really cool to think about.
I'd expect middle fingers because of the leaks, though.
Well, see, I mean, that's the thing. We're not actually leaking anything. We're just kind of bringing it to attention. So it's like we're alerting the audience that there's leaks out there, but we're also alerting Lego that there's leaks out there.
Yeah.
And at any point, if they want us to take it down, we will obviously comply.
I
Right,
had to take
correct.
down mine.
If Lego
really?
at all, and this is a public notice. If anyone from Lego wants us to take anything down, we will 100% do that. We're not in the
Yup.
business. We want to talk about leaks, and speculate, and that's kind of our thing where we discuss what's coming out. But if anyone from Lego says they want this specific video taken down, or we'll comply 100%.
Yeah, and if
We
you
care
want,
about Lego more so.
Right.
yeah, if you want to send me free sets in the mail to take pictures of them,
Hey, no
instead of
Buckaroo
BBBN,
Banzai.
then
No,
you can
no,
do
not
that,
you.
you know?
Not you. It's gonna be
just
me.
putting it out there.
Forget
Okay,
him.
Saved
It was absolutely
Al did.
fantastic.
hundreds of money.
It's been a great year.
Think about
I,
this, though.
I had a back and forth with
Or
the
not.
writer of Bionicle Shorts on Twitter. Like that kind of just
That's
completely
crazy.
blows my
Yeah,
mind.
actually, it's funny. He followed me earlier today.
Did he
Yeah,
really?
I think he's
Yeah.
following all of us now.
Shout out
Really?
to
Me
Merlin.
too.
Okay, what's his?
I'm
tag?
never on Twitter. I need to check this.
I think it's Merlin P Man.
Merlin
Yeah.
P Man. There we go. I forgot the letter in between.
He's a really nice
At
guy.
Merlin P. Man.
He retweeted our tweet about our 10,000 subscriber live stream, which was nice.
Yeah, of course, we kind of covered this last episode, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't hurt to say it again.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, our channel's been really booming, and speaking of content, we just have, especially when this episode's coming out, we got a video booked every single day for the next 2 weeks.
Multiple
Videos a day for the next 2 weeks. That's insane. That's only a pipe dream a year ago for us to do
It's
that.
not out yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really cool. The only time we didn't have content continuously going was after Comic-Con during the holiday season, which was, obviously kind of
Cool down period.
Yeah, cooldown period. It's like that's kind of obvious what's going to happen. But like, I mean, even during Comic-Con, we were pumping out videos left and right from two different locations while covering the event at Comic-Con with the rest of us still at home covering everything back here. So like, we were just on top of the news a lot.
Thanks to
really
LJ
cool.
and Vin for at the week.
Yes, I can't tell
It was
you
a
what
help.
a day that was because I still was working then. So you guys went to New York Comic Con, and like the night before, Var was up and he's like, "Okay, we got to get someone to cover all this back here because Kahi and Meso and I don't think we're gonna be able to do it as regularly." And I'm like, "You know what, Var? I got your back." Unfortunately, I still had work, so the entire day I was like running and huddling behind like dumpsters and trash cans in order to avoid my supervisors, in order to get on the phone with you guys and be like, "Okay, what's the scoop?"
Dude,
We're getting
no,
Oh, yeah,
okay, so
we kept
this is what
fielding
happened.
off your calls.
No, okay, so I'm at Comic-Con. All right, I love this story.
No,
I'm at
no,
Comic-Con,
this
okay?
story is stupid. You're stupid.
It's a
I'm
great
walking
story.
around.
Oh, God.
We've gone through the panel and everything. LJ calls me in the middle of Rooster Teeth's panel, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm in a panel. I can't talk. Call you later." All right, so I'm walking around.
Oh my God, LJ, you were so annoying when you
Dude,
kept calling us.
Okay, so
Goodness.
LJ calls me, and he rings. I'm like, "Hello?" Guess what he says? "Where are you?" I was like, "No, I'm in Jersey now. That's exactly. Of course, I'm at Comic-Con." I said, "All right, what do you know?" And he says, "All right, let me ask you something." There do I go? And he's out of breath too. That's why he's like, he sounds like he ran a marathon and then called me.
I'm running all over the place in order to avoid people.
Did Lego say anything about voice actors for the shorts? I'm like, no, didn't say a word. I don't think they're really hiring
Okay,
right now.
that
man.
was a lie. You spreader of misinformation. They did talk about it. Here's the thing. Kahi, you're running around New York Comic Con. I'm sitting here at work doing my work stuff. But it's up to me, because Venom was away at school, it's up to me to be the guy to relay the information to anyone who can make a video about it. So it's very difficult for me, in the void where I am, to keep on top of things if you're being
Dude, all you need to do is freaking read our tweets. We tweeted about everything.
Kahi,
made
do you know what my
I
phone
made an
is?
article. I did a
Text
thing.
messages and tweets would have been preferable because Kai could barely even hear you in the chaos that was Comic-Con.
Yeah, like we
Problem.
were at Comic-Con, we were constantly moving around or engaging with someone. So it's like there is at no point were we able to just sit down and either talk to you or look at the news that we were doing. We had
actually,
to,
there
we
was
had
one
to keep
point.
moving.
There
There was one
one
point
period
after
we sat
Meso
down.
nearly died, but
Oh yeah, that's another funny story. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
if we're
I
gonna
forgot
talk
about that one. Oh man, but yeah, no, LJ called me again. LJ called me like 4 times at Comic Con, and every time he would always start with "Where are you?" Like I wouldn't be at Comic Con. Like, no, I just went home today. I got tired. I was like, maybe
he's like a freaking like bad girlfriend.
Yeah,
or
I was
something.
saying
He's just
LJ is like the
constantly-
worst
Sorry
girlfriend.
for trying to be on top
are
of the
you?
He
news.
was like my mom. Like, hey, where are you? What are you doing right now?
You know what,
LJ,
Kahi?
you're horrible.
Kahi, the next time Var, Meso, and I are at an event, we're gonna go to, like, Calgary Comic Con, if that's even a thing. And we're gonna just have a great time. Lego's going to announce Bionicle The Next Generation or something like that. Not BNG, but Bionicle more. And you're gonna sit at home, and you know what? I'm just gonna take you out of my phone. I'm gonna change my number.
Where are you?
And we're gonna
Oh.
see how you like it, Kahi, to be sitting
Why
in
would
the
I
dark.
call you? I'd totally call Var.
Oh. No, you're
Yeah.
gonna annoy him now too?
That's such a funny story.
No, I would call him whenever it's
So-
necessary, and I wouldn't go, "Hey, Var, so where are you right now?" Hey, let
Do
me
you,
ask you
guys,
something.
do you know if they're hiring?
Gosh dang, you know what? Fine. Be
Oh,
unappreciative.
we appreciate your efforts. It
No,
was
you
just a
don't.
funny
This is not
story.
appreciation.
No,
no.
You know what? That's it.
Wait, no. With all that said, you did a really good job.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you guys did a fantastic job.
It was
So
just-
I do appreciate it. At the time it was very annoying.
I was really concerned because Var and I, after the whole story where we had to leave Kai and walk on the New York City streets, to get back to Penn Station. We told the story on the live stream, and we were just sitting down for a minute, finally catching up. We went online to check the news, and at the time, there were no videos
Yeah, there were
posted.
no videos, and we were like, what are they doing?
At
They're
that time, we were
botching
like,
it
oh
all.
my god.
But by
I
the time we
completely
got
dropped
back
the
to the
ball.
hotel, there were videos, and we
Do
were
you
like,
guys-
oh, okay.
Do you guys even know where Ven was at the time?
No.
He was at school. All the videos that were made that day were by me.
Oh, I know. It was late in
Yeah, I
the
know.
day.
We're
And this
just
was the day before Comic-Con.
Yeah, this was like 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then that video was Ven's. Ven made some videos
Yeah.
that day, and then the next day I took the morning
It
off
was-
of work specifically to stay.
It was
home.
when Anua, like the first pictures of Anua, because at that point we had gotten pictures of all the Toa except for Anua,
Yeah.
and Vin even texted me a picture as soon as Anua was released. Like he was like, "Guys, we found Anua." So I was like, "Cool, I'm expecting a video when I get home about like the Protector of Earth and Anua." But we got back, and there was no video at all. It was like, "What?" But you guys knew about the news because you texted me about it.
And I
why
was
are there
really
no
angry.
videos?
But then by the time we checked again, there were videos.
Yeah, but
Right.
then the videos are up. It's just like because like that news was spreading around throughout the forums and everything, so people had access to it. So at that point, it was like, well, why are we even gonna make a video at all? Because everyone already knows.
I was getting
no,
ready to
no.
yell at you guys when we got back, but it was okay.
Yeah, Ven did make that one though. So
But with all that said, though, this year has definitely shown the most growth for our channel in every aspect.
We got
from
to meet each
production-
other for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is true.
I,
We-
yeah,
that
I want to tell
too.
the story where I died. I
Yeah.
almost died.
Well-
I died. I'm alive.
Wait. What?
The story you mentioned where like we had to take a breather and I almost died.
It's not that entertaining. But
Okay, fine. Never mind. Go on.
I don't know if you guys want to.
Meso-
Spoiler: Meso almost dies.
Yeah, Meso is a weakling. He's like I can't.
I was starving.
He's a weakling. He's like a twig, and we walked around for like 10 minutes, and Meso couldn't take it.
That's an over exaggeration.
Dude, I was all over that con. I felt bad. Like
Yeah, I was everywhere, and Meso was just following
Because
me.
of the
like-
Walmart debacle, I was starving to death.
and yet I hadn't eaten at all for an entire day, and I was fine.
Yeah, but last
we
night
had
you had
pizza.
pizza. You know what I had? Chips.
Fair enough.
No, this
Anyway,
that's fair.
Go on.
But yeah, no, our channel has seen the most growth this year out of any other year we've been active on anything, really, from the very beginning of the podcast to the start of the channel.
This is definitely
most
been our
growth
best
this year.
year.
We've upped production. We've upped our cast member. Hey, X and Takuma.
And Viper.
And Viper, that's true. I always forget about Viper because I kind of figure she's just already a cast member because we hired her so early.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was late
she was in
last
the
year.
last Christmas episode.
In fact, yeah, she's been here for a year now,
She's
which is
been
awesome.
over a year.
Yeah.
1 year anniversary. Woo!
I know.
Um,
Shout out.
Yeah, good job, Viper. We've
Jane
upped
Viper
our just our show count in general. We've got a ton of different shows coming out right now. And the biggest thing, our subscribers. Do you realize that not even a year ago from now we had less than 5,000 subscribers?
I'm
we
pretty
had
sure
like
we had 3,000.
Yeah, we didn't have 3,000 because that was August of 2013.
That's true.
So we were mostly at 4,000 subscribers now. We are currently 60 subscribers away from hitting 13,000 this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
We have more than doubled
We've
our
tripled.
subscriber count. Yeah.
That's
right
crazy.
here,
That's more than triple.
February 21st, 2014, 5,000 subscribers celebration.
Wow.
Yeah, that's February. So we're not even counting January. So that's a whole month where we weren't growing. So that's less than 5,000 that we had from this point a year ago.
And I mean,
That's
let's not
insane.
even talk about. We had our 10,000 subscriber celebration. By the time we recorded that,
Like, that was right after Comic-Con. We got 10,000 subscribers. We're like, all right, let's make a celebration. Yeah, by the time we had sat down and actually recorded that, we had already hit 12,000.
In
well, it
fact,
was 11,000, but
Yeah,
11,000,
Yeah,
whatever.
we've grown so much, and it's gonna explode next year because BIONICLE will be back.
yeah,
can
right
you-
here we go. December 4th, 4,000 subscriber celebration.
Ha. That's wonderful. So in the span of 1 year, we've tripled.
Can you watch the numbers and just see how much has popped up, like with BIONICLE coming up and stuff like that? Because
Well,
I mean,
yeah, we've
TTV's
got
about
analytics,
BIONICLE
so.
now. That's pretty huge.
Like we've had a 800 subscriber increase in like the last month, I think. But before that, we were having way larger numbers. I know October we got at least 1,000 in 1 month.
Right. I
But
mean,
you know-
we were spreading all over the place.
That's
we were live tweeting. We were everything.
That's a great thing, though. It's not even just numbers. These are all individual people that still follow us.
No,
Like,
they're not, they're
that's-
robots.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, that's just the craziest part about it, is just like thinking about how many people are actually sitting down and consistently watching your stuff. Like, I mean, we have about 3,000, 4,000 people who consistently watch every video we make.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just insane.
We can't fail that in a room.
Yeah, we
This in your
could
house.
we could not fit all that in the room. In fact, isn't that like more than the first RTX?
Dude, the
Their
first
turnout?
RTX had 5. This was more than this RTX had 30,000. So the last year had 10,000. We have more subscribers than there were people at the last Rooster Teeth convention, which is absolutely huge because Rooster Teeth is like so far up above
Whoa.
us. I can't even begin to describe that. But just, I mean, it's easy to look at that
We'll get
number
there
and be
someday.
like, it's on a spreadsheet and be like, oh, so and so many thousands of views, because people will talk about millions of views. And
Yeah,
all
it's not that
stuff.
bad.
But man, that's 11,000 people who liked our stuff enough to that said, all right, I want to be constantly notified whenever these guys do something new. 13,000 people have done that. That is huge. They're all individual people out there in the world that listen to us.
It's spectacular.
Oh, dude, freaking Lego employees have heard of our stuff.
Yeah,
That's
they've emailed us.
I've never, ever thought in my wildest dreams that we would be at a point where Lego employees, like, have heard of us. Or follow our stuff, or, email us, ask, talking about stuff.
Or that people in Lego stores would like personally hand deliver us leaked information to spread.
Or you know what? I never imagined. I never imagined meeting people in person who knew who I was because they've heard
Okay,
my
yeah.
voice.
Yeah, you did that.
That
huh?
was cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you did do that. Tell that. I don't think you've talked about that.
I
on
can't
the,
go
Did
into
they
too
slap
much-
you?
No, they didn't even talk to me, but I've
Aw.
talked to them, and then they knew who I was after the fact.
That's
but-
crazy.
Basically, I've joined something. I can't go into too much detail, and if they even try and talk about it, I'll have to scrub them from the internet. But anyway, I joined something, and me and my younger brother, Speeder, we were at this thing, and he was off talking to like 3 people, and if they hear this, they'll know exactly who they are. And he's talking to these 3 people, and he lets them know that I'm part of a YouTube channel. And like, oh, what's the name of the YouTube channel? And he like, oh, the 3 virtues. According to him, I didn't hear this. According to him, they all collectively gasped, and they're like, wait, TTV? Seriously? He's a part of TTV? And they all were fans of TTV, and they were all trying to figure out which one of us I was. And my game
That's
plan,
hilarious.
if any one of them came up to me, my game plan was to tell them I was Takuma.
What?
That was my game plan. I was going to be like, hey guys, no, yeah, I'm Takuma. I like eating people.
People have seen me at Brick Fair. They know what I look like.
Yeah, but
Not the
These
maybe,
people
guys
in LJ's.
maybe I'm banking on the chance these guys haven't. But yeah,
Wow.
It's actually just kind of funny for me hearing you guys talk about this because I already kind of went through this similar thing when I just went to Brick Fair. People are like, oh, hey. I mean, I didn't get the whole, wow, I'm a big fan. I know who you are.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of went through that too when we were at the Lego party.
It is
That
cool.
was so cool.
People
Yeah.
came up to us at the panel at New York Comic Con and asked to take pictures. That was amazing.
Yeah,
the
that
V-
was cool. That was the best part.
Hey, speaking of which, if you guys, if any of you who are listening to this, if you have Twitter, tweet us that photo and we'll spread it around everywhere. Or even if you're listening here, like if you have photos of us that you took, we definitely want to see them.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
We're
We're
on-
on Serbian television.
Yeah, we were on like Russian TV.
Or Serbian. I'm not
Or
sure.
sorry, my bad.
I'm not sure if it
My
was Serbian
apologies.
or Russian.
I think it was Russian because Russ Bionicle was there.
Whatever.
Well, I
Still.
mean, Russ Bionicle was there in general.
We were
so it's
on
like,
TV.
Yeah,
like,
but-
how great is that?
Yeah.
And they took a shot of us like taking a picture with a fan too.
That was such a cool angle too that they did. Like we just looked so cool in that shot.
I don't
Yep.
think I've seen this video.
I'll link it if I can find it.
Link it in the description too, so that people
Man,
can see that.
Comic Con was such a great experience, and I'm so glad we were able to do that.
It was wonderful.
Oh man, so many stories, so many trials and tribulations we had to go through, but totally worth it. Totally worth the
Yeah.
grand that my dad spent fixing my car.
There was so much money poured into that, but it was so
Poor
worth it.
guy. I feel for you.
They did it for
Yeah.
you guys.
I know.
I
You
partially
better
did it
not
for myself.
unsubscribe.
Oh my goodness. Now we're threatening them.
Wow.
If you
better
want
not
this to happen
unsubscribe.
again, you better not.
Oh wow,
unsubscribe.
Sony put up the interview on their YouTube channel.
That's old news.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I watched it. It's great.
I mean, hey, I don't want to get away from the year in review thing, but it's pretty cool that now we can watch a movie in theaters and also on your computer. On
Oh my
It
God.
is rather
It's
cool.
just
That's
one
been on-
movie.
So far, personally, I'm buying it. I'm buying that movie, even though like I was so interested
interview?
in the movie. Yeah, the interview.
The
download it, man.
No, like I mean, same thing. I'm gonna buy it and download it from wherever it is at, because I want to send that message that hey, I want this kind of thing. I want to show that it does better in theaters, so I have the option later on. So this is what
poor.
Sony will listen to. If this goes, if a lot of people buy this, they'll say, okay, this
Yeah.
is a viable thing.
Well,
Anyhow.
in
Yeah,
that
but
case,
the whole thing with going to theaters is like going out with your friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I love going to theaters. Don't get me
I
wrong.
hate
I just
going to
like that
theaters.
option.
theaters are
you
horrible.
don't
No
have any
likes to,
friends.
LJ. Yeah.
Well, no, that's the
Done.
thing.
Okay.
I've been to movie theaters with friends. In fact, I saw Avatar with a good friend of mine who's
There's
going to be
your
coming up.
habit.
A good friend,
Avatar.
like, yeah, Avatar, in like super 3D. And I'm not talking about the Last Airbender. I'm talking about like,
3D.
I'm talking about
I
the
saw
tall
that
one.
movie in 3D.
that
It
movie
gave me
that
a
came out in
headache.
2010. Man, you go to the theater all the time, don't
Man,
you?
Meso, you
Yeah,
you're
man.
just so pathetic. You are so
Here's the
pathetic.
thing. I
Yeah, I
have
was in like the front seat watching Avatar in
You
3D.
play Halo for like 30 minutes. Oh, I'm feeling nauseous. You walk around the convention for 10 minutes. Oh god, I'm dying. I can't do this. You go to see a movie in 3D. Oh god, I got a headache. I can't do it.
You can't
2
eat
years
our
later,
pizza.
oh, I watched the movie.
If this was like Middle Earth, you would not last a day.
Oh,
You're like, I can't carry the ring, Mr. Frodo, but I can get. Oh, you're heavy.
God.
Oh boy. Woo. Okay.
We've chosen the
let's,
wrong one.
Why don't we make shoes for hobbits? The rocks, they hurt.
all right,
Oh,
new
I'm
plan.
dying.
Let's get the Eagles. We'll just wait for the Eagles, guys.
But they can't
He
be
gets on the
trusted with
eagle.
that kind of power.
He gets on the eagle, they soar off, and he just like he sees like the landscape. He's like, oh god, I've got a headache. I can't do this. Put me down. Put me down.
I'm getting nauseous.
I'm dying.
But real quickly, I just want to say, I'm very happy that throughout this entire year, I've been around for almost every single major leak video we've made. Meso and I, we did the
Even when
Return
you
of
were on a
Bionicle.
hiatus.
We did the first one, the Return of Bionicle / End of Hero Factory in 2015 video, talking about
And I
the
sleep.
LinkedIn page. And then
If any of you
VAR,
ever want to laugh, by the way, go back and rewatch that video and listen to how like ironic it is now.
yeah, that was released December 11th, 2013.
Yeah.
It's a little over a year ago. And then VAR, you and I, we did the video talking about the display photos.
Yeah, the initial display leak. Yeah.
I've been around for almost every single major Bionicle leak-related event, and it makes me very happy.
I was sad because a lot of the leaks that came out happened while I was in the middle of class, and it was like 30 minutes before I would be out of it. So it's like if it just happened a little bit later, I would have been
Dude,
there.
I skipped so many classes and like took off work so much to cover a lot of these videos and make articles and stuff. But totally worth it.
Yeah. Dude, doing the channel has been so much fun. It's been a lot of fun.
This year has definitely been my favorite year.
If honestly, if I could just not do anything ever again and just stay at home and continue making videos for the channel, I would totally do that.
Right, if only
Lord,
this,
it's
like,
so
if we
easy.
got paid enough so that I didn't have to work 4 jobs. Oh my god, it'd be the best thing.
I found the video on Russian TV. It was Russian.
Yep, that's what I
Told
thought.
you.
We're not
We were
Serbian.
at like 146 or 147.
I take back my apology.
And it's so cool to be able to like see like our audience grow too, because like you always see those familiar faces that you've had around for years now, but then you every now and then they're mixed in with a bunch of new people too, and it's really cool like to get like new regulars, new people that always watch your stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I don't know. I enjoy this a lot.
I will
likes
never stop
TTV.
laughing it out after they took took footage of us taking the picture. There were people like worshiping the mask of creation.
I know, I love that too.
That's
They're like,
basically
"Oh
how
my
I
God."
felt the entire time.
If I had been there when that was going on, I would have joined in. Got a huge.
Yeah,
thing
you would have gotten
going.
a headache from the up and down swishing motion.
At least he has
so
to actually
funny.
move to get a headache.
Yup.
That'd be so funny. Like, just someone at Comic-Con who doesn't know what Bionicle is, they walk by and they just see, like, a crowd of people just worshiping this thing.
Yeah.
Already
I remember there was
following.
one dude that said he walked into Comic-Con, didn't know Bionicle was coming back. That was the first thing he saw, and it blew his mind.
Oh, they got some great seating in Comic Con.
That
too.
that
You
was
walk
the
through entrance.
perfect location. But the Bionicle place was literally at the very start of the show floor. The first thing you see when you go into Comic-Con is the
Yeah.
Bionicle display.
When we snuck in past the initial registration to get there early.
Oh yeah, no, I remember that. Okay,
Did we talk about that?
I don't think we
I
talked
don't
about that.
think
Okay, so all right, let's tell the story. Right, we
Let's get
waited in
someone
Oh
line.
no.
No,
No, don't let
rewind.
Kahi tell it.
Yeah, here.
This would-
I mean, it's not that impressive. We didn't really sneak in. It's just like we had so we won the Lego competition at what was that site?
Brothers Brick.
So we got special passes. They were like VIP passes. So we were kind of allowed to go in early compared to people that just bought normal passes.
Oh, Jessica Negri cut in front of me. That happened.
Oh yeah, you saw Jessica
Yeah, I
Negri.
guess
That was
like
cool.
I saw her and I was like, I thought it was one of my friends because one of my friends was called like Jessica Negri. I'm like, oh no, it is actually Jessica Negri. And then she came and she cut in front
Did
of
you
me.
touch
to
her?
Get, like,
Jessica Negri is a really popular cosplayer.
In fact,
Yeah, you
one
should.
of our old
Extra doing.
she also has
got
no,
no
strings,
strings.
just like
Am I Ultron?
someone else in the.
Anyway, but so we got special passes, but I guess the people who were in charge of letting people in didn't really understand the passes too much because we gave them ours, and they were like, yeah, sure, you can go in, but our passes actually weren't allowed, or they didn't give us access to the show floor that early. Like, we were only supposed to go in, like, a certain area to skip the line, but instead of skipping the line, we went an hour early from when everyone else was allowed to get in. So we were actually able to get in line with all the super VIP special passes, like the week passes, that cost like an extra $100.
And
Well,
like,
we did- yeah, we did it,
I
and
was
the guy-
nervous.
Okay, yeah. The guy, when we check, he's well, obviously we have to open our bags to make sure we're not carrying like weapons or bombs or something. So I opened my bag. He checked the laptop. He said, "Okay, you're ready, to go through." Checked everybody else's bag. So I'm in front of Meso and Var, and I hear at the back, he's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "You guys are gonna have to go all the way back to the back of the line." And in my head, I was like, "Screw that! I'm not going. I'm not waiting all the way around." So I just I pretend I didn't hear him, and I just kept walking. And like, there's another thing where they scan, and like you two are like trying to usher me back, like, "Oh, hey, Kahi, we have to wait." And I was like, "No, don't worry about it." I went up
Just
to the
come
thing.
on.
Yeah, I was like, "Just come on." I hold up my badge, and the lady just scans it. He's like, "Okay, yeah, have a good time." I'm like, "Oh, thank
Right.
you."
So like it's like the guy checking the pass realized that we weren't supposed to go in early after checking it, like after the fact. He was trying to stop us, but then he was like, "You know what? Whatever, just go."
Yep.
So-
and we ended
so
up
we
sitting
were-
down
we
on the
were right
floor
there.
in line
So
for an hour.
so we were able to get in an hour early. We couldn't go into the show floor, but we were able to like sit outside of the show floor and look at it from the distance.
And we were at the front of the line too. We were
Yeah.
we
So
were
as
the-
soon as it actually opened up, we were the first people in the
And
in the place.
I got that video of like the thing and posted it up on YouTube just as soon as it hit. Before a lot of the other Bionicle people didn't get in till later.
Yeah, like I know, like BZ Power, for example, they didn't get in until like another 30 minutes after we did.
There's just such like there's not a lot of communication. There's so many people here. My dad runs a lot of stuff like that. He runs a lot of conferences as a pastor. So I knew how difficult it is sometimes managing so many people. So I took advantage of that.
Wow.
Well, TTV does not condone take. What are we talking about? We
don't
take
condone-
advantage of every opportunity we get.
Right. No, I totally do.
Well,
But
looks like we're at the 57-minute mark.
Yeah. I think
Ouch.
we may be reaching the end of our year discussion.
No. Another
Man,
great thing that happened this year, or that we should talk of, at least mention.
Yes, you're here. We know you're host now.
no,
That's great. Move
the
on.
Very the very last
better
wave
not
of
be
Hero
Destiny.
Factory.
Oh, the last year for Hero
Ow.
Factory.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. here
Rest
we go.
in peace, Hero Factory.
Yeah, no one cares.
Did you
Done.
say rest in peace or rust in peace?
Hero Factory.
Rest in peace.
Because rust sounds better in my opinion.
yes.
Hero Factory was born and died into a world of unfulfilled potential. It ended terribly. One of the worst endings I've seen. The sets were cool. the story and the media is garbage to you.
Oh, it was the best special we've ever had, Meso.
No, that was
Mess-
absolute nonsense.
No, it was fine. For anyone listening to this
The
podcast,
invasion
just
from below
understand
debate.
the last special that Hero Factory released, Meso and LJ just completely hate it for no real reason.
No
They
real
are
reason.
they are the definition of haters.
It was a
No,
great
we have
commercial.
reasons. Axe, are you with me here? Did you not like it?
The last special.
It was
Visually
Invasion from
great.
Below.
Anything else? No.
There we go. Now we're
Yeah, but
talking.
to just
all it
sum up-
was.
That's every
Just
single
sum
Hero
up-
Factory episode. Every single one.
See, no, every
No,
single
they had a show.
I understand.
They had
I
a
understand
show.
this coming from you because you like Project Freelancer and RBB, even though they just do. It's all just like visual fluff and fan service.
It's great.
But VAR,
Project
I
Freelancer is great.
expect more.
But Hero
Factory was
come on.
made like a-
Hero Factory
expect
has
more?
no characters. Like the characters are just cushy. They're just meant to be there. Visually, it's
It's
all
like
it has.
Project Freelancer.
It's like
They're just meant to be
Transformers.
there.
Listen. I understand it wasn't as good as the others as far as story goes because yes, it was just a giant advert. It wasn't actually meant to be like its own television episode. It was kind of like what we. Well, no, not even that. It was just a longer commercial. I
Right.
understand that.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
say without a shadow of a doubt that it's definitely worse than the others in that aspect. However, I don't think it's as bad as you and LJ like to make it out to be because
For the commercial
it is what it
standpoint,
is.
I will say it did succeed. I'll give it that.
It's not. It wasn't an actual TV special.
I guess
If somebody had never seen any of the episodes and just watched that one, they'd probably be like, "Wow, this is amazing."
I think it's
But
just
like,
no. I
even from
disagree with
a
that 'cause I
commercial
don't think-
standpoint,
I think the
even from a
story is-
commercial standpoint, I do not think it succeeded because all the sets were on and off screen within like a 10-second window. I don't want to buy that. I don't want to spend $25 on
Let's put
something
the
that can
crawling
be blown
ones
up.
when we get inside. Makes no
Yeah.
sense.
No, it made perfect sense. Like
They tried to cram 2 waves
the way
into 20
you
minutes.
make it
didn't
sound,
work.
Messer, is like all the other Hero Factories have had these amazing complex story and like all this character stuff, and then this one just it was just kind of fluff.
They
It was
were
just
on
there.
an, they were on an upward climb. It started
I
awfully, and
felt
they were
like-
slowly getting
I
better
will
each
not
year.
deny-
And then with Brain Attack, it just went down.
I will not
down.
deny that the story is worse than the other episodes, but it's not that bad, and the other stories aren't that good.
Here's the thing, though.
That's a fair.
Also, I like Project Freelancer, you piece of crap.
Yeah,
Whoa!
I love
Language.
Project Freelancer. It's a great.
And Mom's
story,
just over
great
here like
characters.
ignorance is bliss.
Oh, there are some people who disagreed.
For the record,
Yeah.
Project Freelancer is a story arc with the Mission Mysteries Red vs. Blue.
Yes,
Has
yes,
a lot of
yes.
animation stuff. I'm saying for the audience, dude. I know you know.
LJ, you're so selfish.
Yeah, come on.
I
Man,
I
we get-
haven't gotten to
okay.
say
Some of our
anything. I haven't gotten to talk
13,000
about
subscribers.
how my year has gone, Var. I haven't.
Oh
talked-
yeah,
no one-
your year has been awful, huh?
No one cares about you, though.
Yeah. Okay.
All you're gonna do is complain about, oh, I got sick here. My friends didn't come see me this time.
Actually,
oh, my
it's
compu-
funny.
My
I had to
computer,
work
This-
one
my
job
computer
after having
broke.
no
This
life.
year,
My computer broke.
I have had
Again.
the most people visit me this year out of
Whoa.
any other year. It's crazy.
2.
Whoa! You get a trophy. Congratulations.
Hey,
You're social now.
Mess up a question.
Gold star, you tried.
Yes. What is your question?
Can we end this?
Aw.
But what about Christmas?
No one. We already did a Christmas special.
You weren't there for it,
Yeah, but
Takuma.
after Christmas.
How
That
was
is
your
true.
after Christmas?
What did you guys
Takuma?
get? What was your favorite Christmas present?
Were you hungover on Kool-Aid?
We didn't
I
have
got
food.
like a thing where I can like measure how much spaghetti, like how many portions and stuff on it. It's amazing. I love it.
Oh, one of those.
Said he
things.
made
Yeah.
spaghetti.
Thank you for that information.
Yeah, it's isn't just like a plastic thing with like holes in it where the bigger
There's
the
like
hole,
a
the more
plastic
servings it
thing,
is?
and you have a hole in it, and you have like a thingy on this side that's like 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5.
You mean like
and then
a-
you
Oh, it's
like
got a
colander?
selector. It's not even separate holes. It's just one hole with a selector.
it's just one hole. You put all the spaghetti in it, and then you like
Oh.
squeeze it until then you see how many portions you want.
Kuma X, you guys can go so off topic. It's hilarious.
You guys need to have a
don't
show
you get
together.
what
I'm
he's talking-
single.
How
I
many
needed to like that.
times have you made too much pasta?
Yeah, I know. Like,
I'm
have you ever
not
made too much
kidding.
pasta?
This is
And
the
she's just waiting,
greatest
and there's
thing
like spaghetti
ever.
all over the place, and she's like, "Ah, what's going on?"
I think talking too much. I can't stop.
No, seriously, I got so
Oh
much
my
stuff.
goodness!
Like, the spaghetti thing, I honestly like jumped in the air.
No, he's got no spaghetti. He's got no spaghetti on him.
No spaghetti strings.
I've
Got
got
no
no
strings.
Mom's spaghetti.
So what'd you get besides a spaghetti measurer?
I got a spaghetti measure, yeah. I got a lot of other stuff, but like I eat so much pasta. I love it so much. I'm honestly really, really, really glad about that present.
I'm
Also
really,
got, like,
really,
sound
really
legit.
happy for you.
Thank you. I can measure things.
No, it's a good.
Spaghetti.
That didn't
You
materialize.
People
quick.
just don't appreciate a good kitchen appliance.
Funniest
Yeah.
moment of 2014 confirmed.
Yeah, that's the
I
number
had a
one.
lot of things to say, but I completely just forgot it now. The only thing I'm thinking about right now is just pasta. Like I just had so
You
much.
got took it over by the freaking robotic devil just a second ago.
Oh really? It was a
That
robot
has-
as well.
that-
The
that-
pasta moment.
That has to be kept in the recording.
Oh, I hope so. I kind of hope
What?
that X's robot voice shows up in the recording. Else we just start laughing for no reason.
Well,
That's
you'll-
a great
If it doesn't,
point.
you'll need to distort it to kind of
Right,
replicate
you'll
that
actually need to
effect.
distort it.
Oh man. Okay, well, real quick, just so everybody has a chance to talk,
Gee, thanks.
because you two haven't spoken as much in this
That's
episode.
so-
LJ and Takuma,
No,
how
so
were
it's
your
already
years?
an hour and 5.
It's okay.
There's 6 people here.
It's okay.
It's gonna
Elder,
take
how
me
was
His
your
an
year?
record
hour.
was 5.
No, no,
1,
I'm
2,
gonna
3,
let-
4,
we can-
5.
This is
I
a
want
New Year's
Takuma.
episode. We can string it. for a
Takuma, how
while.
was your year?
It's gonna take me 10 hours to edit all this.
Oh well.
How was your year, Takuma?
Let's see. I did school from beginning to end, pretty much. I
Great.
did school over the summer. I'm going to be doing school over winter break.
How is it living such an exciting life?
You went to
I
Brick
find
Fair.
it
That was
difficult
the life
to
of
contain
every
myself.
Asian
Oh yeah,
student.
Brick Fair. I went back to Brick Fair. That was fun.
Yeah, you saw air.
Ate a lot
Member
of
of this
ate a lot of
podcast.
breadsticks. Now, you see, the thing is, we always go in a group, like a big herd, and we always go to get breadsticks. So you have to stand at the back of the line so that you always get the fresh made ones.
Yeah.
Breadsticks?
No, I'm with you. Yeah.
I let
Breadsticks.
everyone else go first so I can get the fresh
Sticks
breadsticks.
made out of bread.
Takuma, are you going
What,
to...
do those not exist in Norway?
I don't know. I'm to search this up.
You've never heard of breadsticks? They're not
no.
even our thing. They're like, we got them from Italy or something. Like, it's not even American.
From
meal
Italy or
breadsticks.
something.
It just looks like
it was
oddly
just the
shaped
crust of
bread.
the pizza.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming... it's
Is
not like
this
fortune
mozzarella
cookies.
sticks?
No. These are literal sticks made out of bread that they bake.
Why?
Sometimes they
It'd
have
be kind of like
garlic
if you just
seasoning.
took the edge, the outer crust edge of a pizza, and
yeah.
made it into a stick.
You Americans are weird.
It's not an American thing.
It's not even an
You
American
have
food.
an instrument that measures how many noodles you're making.
It's spaghetti. It's different.
I'm with
Noodles
him.
are like
That's legit.
together
I
in
like
such a way that you can't measure it.
Kahi, did you have a question for me?
When
Yeah,
do you
I'm
make
just
too
asking.
much spaghetti?
I'll wait until they're
When I
done.
make,
Why don't you just buy the noodles? Why are you even making them? Who cares?
I don't
You're
like
not a
noodles.
chef.
I like spaghetti.
That's the same thing.
No, they're
It
not.
is not
Noodles are
even.
Asian, and spaghetti is Italy, Italian. What?
Spaghetti noodles. They're still noodles.
No. Noodles taste different.
Oh
They're ch-
my god.
They are still
Well-
technically noodles, but
Huh.
when you say noodles, you're usually referring to Chinese takeout. And when you say spaghetti, you're referring to an Italian dish. The texture of the noodles is very different.
See, he knows.
Yeah, well, he's
They
Asian.
are still noodles.
They're
No,
still
Var
noodles.
is correct. They are still technically both
It's like how
noodles.
there's macaroni noodles, there's spaghetti noodles, and there's lo mein noodles. They're still all noodles.
Isn't that pasta?
But generally, when you say noodles,
Pasta
you're referring
is
to stuff. The pasta is noodles.
no,
Well, some
he's
pasta,
going
some
full
pasta
ape.
is not.
That's racist.
LJ, how was your year?
Mine
Wait,
was-
I want to ask Takuma a question.
Kyle, what's your question?
Takuma, are you going to Brick Fair next year?
I plan to.
Because I'm seriously considering it. So we
You
might.
should
we
all
might
come to Brick Fair.
Yeah,
What do
we,
you
we
do
really
there?
should.
Laser tag, breadsticks.
Oh, cool.
That sounds stupid.
Well, you
Laser
sound
tag
stupid.
with
You sound
breadsticks.
stupid.
Laser tag and breadsticks. How
Laser
about
tag,
breadsticks?
breadsticks. We
Will
tried
there
different
be
foods at
noodles?
different restaurants. We have a fancy
Pasta!
dinner. And we're-
Noodles.
No, we'll go
Pasta.
Chinese takeout.
Just pasta noodles. Noodles is just what it's called.
Have
Alright,
you
so
ever
right
made
after
too
Bird-
much pasta?
Right after Bird Friday, we need to have Pasta Saturday.
I think noodles means something different in Norwegian.
It must.
Okay,
Maybe.
alright, I'm looking it up, okay? The noodle is a type of staple food made from unleavened dough, which is stretched, extruded, rolled flat, and cut in a variety of shapes.
What?
The noodle is just what the individual strand of whatever it is.
It's made from
But
dough.
what's pasta
You
then?
uncultured swine.
Pasta is a culmination of noodles.
A culmination.
It's noodles, but like made
Commendation.
in a certain way, I guess, really. Like,
It's a certain type of noodle.
they're made like Italian pasta.
So
is
noodle
associated
is
with
like
Italian.
the parent.
Noodles like okay.
X, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Noodles are like a forum, right? And then there's sub-forums, and one is like the Asian noodles, and then the other is like, pasta Italian noodles.
Did you say forum?
Oh
Yes,
my
a
God.
forum. I'm using an
You know
analogy
what?
here.
I now really want to make a show talking about pasta gang wars.
Like I said, after Bird Friday, we'll have Pasta Saturday.
We'll call it Use Your Noodle.
We should have a cooking show.
Use Your Noodle.
2014 ended
Yeah,
with
dude.
pasta / noodles.
If we actually do go to Brick Fair, we will make a cooking show. We'll cook noodles. We really
Can
will.
we do
Yes,
We
that?
thought
Makes
about
me
it
want
at
free
Comic-Con.
rice noodles.
Like we're
What
gonna
kind
cook
of
ramen.
noodles, Gahi?
We're gonna
You know
cook
what?
ramen at Comic-Con. Remember?
I will bring gluten-free rice noodles.
No one cares. What you're doing.
Dude, you know
Does
what?
no
I
one
will
like
bring if
this-
the next time we're all in one place, I'll bring some actual pasta noodles, noodle pasta.
Bring
and
some
we
of
I
will
don't know.
cook
LJ's
that.
talking about that. He's like, no, I'm from Italy.
LJ,
I will give
it's
you
not-
some real pasta.
It's not nuasta, it's poodle.
Oh yeah, it's poodle. We're gonna eat poodle.
Poodle.
We're
Yeah.
gonna eat poodles. That's the title.
I've
So
always
I
wanted
wanted
to eat
an
poodle.
armadillo
I've
for
always wanted to eat
Christmas,
poodles.
but I didn't get
Ah,
one.
okay, Kahi doesn't get to eat the poodles.
Meso.
I'll do how was your year in 60 seconds. Go.
First it started
How
out
was it
bad,
done?
but then it became good. I got Bionicle, and now because I'm doing
I'm in the hood.
recent recaps. It's cool. I really like.
Are
to
you
eat
rapping?
ramen noodles?
No, that is not rapping. That is failing to rap.
No, he's rapping. He's white rapping.
This week's arms are heavy.
I don't know what I'm doing. You rushed me.
it-
You
it's
made me
LJ
panic.
Real Slim Shady.
Meso, you made
Lil
me
J.
panic.
Everyone listen to Little J as he gives us his new album.
Jay-Z.
Okay,
LJZ.
okay, but no, seriously, the year has been really, really interesting. The beginning of the year was really unfortunate for me. I had a lot of computer and technical issues. I got sick very
Up in
often.
the hood.
Oh, you're right. He was gonna start complaining.
My cats got sick very often, but
Aw.
the year has finally been on the upswing. And just as it's ending, got Bionicle. I was the first person in TTV to get the protectors, which was hilarious.
How do you know?
I know because I'm a part of TTV and we talk very often.
Okay.
Too often in some cases.
Anyway, and Bionicle came back, and I got to report on all news. I worked a summer job that was incredibly grueling, but I got through it. I earned a lot of money, and I saved up all that money. I got visits from a ton of friends. We had a blast. It was a lot of fun, and yeah,
By
there
a
were
ton of
some
friends,
losses
you mean, like,
along the
3
way.
friends.
I lost a cat earlier this year. We lost Kahi's dignity somewhere along the road.
It's because I ate his
no-
cat.
We lost on eBay today, I think.
In memoriam. We also lost.
Did we have eBay Today start this year?
I do not know.
eBay
I
started.
thought wasn't that last year?
eBay
was
started
last
in
Finale was
2013.
this year.
Yeah, so we lost on eBay today. And what else did we lose? We lost hot off the anvil.
Biocraft.
We don't know where Air is.
Biocraft. We lost Biocraft.
Yo, where is Air? Is Air like dead?
I don't know.
No, he was alive. He was at Brick Fair.
Yeah, but since then, where is he?
I guess
I
he
need
might
to
have
talk
died.
to him about a commission.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
boy.
forgot about that. But we lost something else. There was one other thing we lost.
Biocraft. We lost
Tenebrae
Biocraft.
lost
and
my
we
British
didn't lose
accent because I
Biocraft.
talked
We
to
put
Americans.
Biocraft in a
Lost
box.
And we lost the
Envy.
box.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Mange is gone.
Oh yeah,
we lost Envy. How could I forget about Envy?
I
Got
remember.
Ebola.
We
So
went
now
through
when
this
he
whole
hears
episode
this
without even
somewhere
once
down the road.
mentioning our fallen cast member.
No.
I remembered.
It's because he was so forgettable.
No. Oh yeah, we
We
lost.
just replaced him as soon as we lost him.
We oh,
Oh.
you didn't.
You got me.
Direct your hate to at illustrious var.
Illustrious var.
Illusion
we
of
lost-
trustrious.
Mistrust.
We lost Ven plays Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels.
We lost the lost levels.
I gotta use the bathroom. Can we end this?
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you all for listening and supporting us throughout this year of years. This year was our best year ever. 2015. We're gonna try to up the ante even more. And
Yeah,
make it
here
a
shooting for
wonderful year.
30,000
Yeah,
subscribers.
okay. Where do you
Alright.
think? How many subscribers do we have when we do the special next year? How many subscribers?
30,000.
We're probably gonna have 30,000.
$100,000.
50,
Actually, I'm gonna shoot
50,000.
low. I'm gonna shoot no. I'm gonna shoot low. I'm just gonna shoot low just to be safe. 20,000.
200.
No, not even 20,000. 30,000.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
say
25,000 is my bet.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna alter mine to 22,000.
If LJ leaves, 20,000.
24,317.
Aw.
All right.
Thank you all for listening. This has been TTV New Year's Special 2015. Have a wonderful New Year's, and we will see you in 2015.
We never talked
I'm
about the
messing
sets.
I'm Vardaran.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Takuma, and someone should buy me an armadillo for my birthday next week.
And I'm Pasta. See you next year.
Goodbye.
You're a noodle.
It is
You're
next
not
year.
Pasta.
It is next year.
Yeah, it is next year. Don't break the immersion.